I have a picture in my camera of you sleeping just days before you passed away. Your body was frail and thin, as though any amount of force would cause it to cave inward, so brittle that my touch, fingers holding yours, would send your soul away. In the last true conversation I had with you, I told you, I can see your soul today. And you cried. You told me, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. And I smiled. But I guess that's only formed by the context. I rushed to your bedside as fast as I could when you called. I swear that I never heard you so scared. The whimper that spread through the phone line into my mind made my heart drop. I realized you would die. And the gravity of this situation brought my foot down to the gas. Weave through traffic, run a few lights, put another life above the safety of mine. I promised I wouldn't cry. You asked me to get lunch with you. I was told you needed hospice. When you called and asked me to pick you up, I declined. Told you I wanted to sleep in. You obliged. When I apologized, you said it was fine. Told me if today doesn't work, we can just do tomorrow. Well, the day hasn't changed yet. I told you about a girl I fell in love with. Introduced you through a message. Too bad she never met you. If she had, she'd understand me well. But you two never spoke. And I couldn't explain myself as well as you can. My poems come out too harsh and only show my negativity. So she left. At least I could tell you about all the things I loved in someone once, rather than hiding it all away. I'm sorry I never met your wishes. I feel as though I failed you. I hated those last months with you. You never were around. When you called on the first day on your deathbed, I showed up from downtown, sped right through the traffic, gathering the composure to bird a cop and tell them no law can elongate when the sick will drop dead. As I walked into your bedroom, saw how weakened you'd become, I sat down and held your fingers as you spoke. About 15 minutes in, your lips parted. When you arrived, I saw people. Hundreds of people. They all followed behind you, and when you sat on my bed, they all bowed. Well, theories have developed on what you must have seen, but I broke my promise when your voice reached my ears. I saw my characters buckle to their knees. In that moment, did you glimpse my heaven? My creation? I promised you that when I died, I'd show you the world I created. I saw Skadern collapse when you spoke, but forming words became rare. I have a picture of Skadern and Sierra falling to their knees. I have a picture of when I first saw the girl I introduced you to, a mirror to the image of when you first saw me. I have a picture of your body so close to your death in my phone, but I don't have a picture in my camera of your stillbirth. It's in my head, but this image is imagined. I guess it was formed without context. I came to hate your family when they visited your ghost. The way they took care of your frame only found me cross with the living and with you. I wanted you to die faster. Like coins into an arcade machine, they pushed in pills, hoping their time with the character wouldn't expire. But you ran out of lives, so God traded a ghost for procrastination. You forgot how to walk and drink and breathe. I remembered why I hated people. They put in their drugs in their machines. They said it would provide air. I asked what they were excavating and they said nothing. They asked for money to keep you well, and your family obliged. I watched as they stole from your tomb. The air they supplied came from within. They got rid of your essence, drained it from your veins, took away soul, body, and mind to pave way for time. But time meant nothing with an empty tomb. And I understood the price everyone had bargained. The light left your eyes and I watched you smile as I lost the word mom. I understood the price everyone had bargained. As they shoveled in the pills, shoved in time as you begged them no, and forgot how to swallow. I realized the excavators were leaving us with nothing. Nothing is what they'd struck when they searched for gold. I was the only one who hated its sheen, but I guess that was only formed by the context. I had skipped the dentist every day to make sure I would be there when you died. They said you wouldn't make it to your birthday, but you made it a week past it. It's not like you were around to celebrate anyway. I watched a ghost possess your body and blow out candles it didn't own. That wish was yours and yours alone. But that ghost stole the flame and wouldn't let you fathom it. The day I hit the dentist, they were pissed at rearrangements. After weeks upon weeks of empty promises, I trudged in. I'd expected you to die, but the ghost kept you alive, so I hit the dentist and sat within the chair. With tools and shit and the taste of metal chipping at the back of my throat, John called and said you were dead. I haven't gone to the dentist since. Maybe I should hate rescheduling. It would only be due to context. The last night you were in the hospital, before they placed you on your cushioned grave, I decided I'd tell you everything I could about the boy you'd raised. I sent you to the grave with all my secrets, and now I regret it. I regret not getting lunch with you, regret sleeping in instead. I was so jealous when you died because I couldn't when I tried. The next day I felt you watching me, so I doubted every move I made. I wanted to hide from you, and I wonder if you still watch me. If you know I regret skipping lunch to sleep in. I failed because I couldn't have children before you died like you asked me to. Like every girl I've hurt and lost, I threw my secrets to the dead. I wish I got lunch with you so I could have told you more. Maybe I wouldn't have lost my friend and his family, and the only place I could call home. The only place where I felt stable with the only people that could tell me I love you other than you. Mom, I'm sorry I didn't get lunch with you. And every day I'm finding it harder to trust living. Can I blame context?